Okay, welcome back to our channel, The Catalyst. Okay, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please, would like you to do that as soon as possible. And remember also to like, share, and comment our videos. So, in today's lesson, which is lesson 4, we are going to deal with control structures. And there are three types of control structures. We have the sequence, selection or condition, or decision or choice, which is made up of if statement and switch. Then we have the last control structure, which is iteration, repetition, or loops. And there are three types of loops. The loops are for loop, repeat until, and the while loop. So, but today we are going to dive directly into control structures selection. We are not going to do sequence. Why? Because we took already an example for sequence. In sequence, instructions are being executed one after another without skipping any. But now we're moving to the next control structure, which is selection. In selection control structures, instructions are being executed depending on a particular condition. When a particular condition is true, there are some instructions that are being executed. Okay, so we have two types of control selection control structures. We have the if and the switch. So what we'll do now is we'll just see how to implement them. So the lesson objective, we'll see how to implement selection control structures in C using the if statement. Then we'll move to if else, and lastly we switch statement. Okay, so that is it. Let's move. Let's go to so we'll create a new file. Okay, create a new file. Of course, we start with JS hashtag sorry about that. Looks like the language. Okay, so we have hashtag include the standard input output library. Okay, then we move to the main. In main we have this start end. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do for each statement, we'll just take an example. A simple example would be we take in a number, verifies if let's say age. We enter the age of somebody, we verify using the if statement. So we'll now declare our if statement. How do we use it? If statement, we said if statement is a condition, so we'll put a condition to know if when the age of the person is greater than is 21 and above, then we print a message, you are a major. Okay, as simple as that, just one statement. So I may say age greater than or equals to 21. You print the message, you are a major. You are a major. Simple as that. So that is it. So I don't know. Maybe at this time I'll just assign an age. Let's say this 21. So I will give a name to it. Maybe if selection. We'll call it selection. I'll choose C code and save. So let's see. It has to print you are a major. You can all see you are a major. Why? Because the condition is true. The age is greater than or equals to 21. Now, what if I decide to enter maybe an H? Now I'm moving to if else. We have if else. Now, if the person's age is less than 21, we just print a message, you are a minor. Okay, so to do that, we'll use the else now because I'm already moving to else. So else, there's no condition. I will just print you are a minor. As simple as that. So then to test the else, I will put maybe 20 so that it gives me the else. So voila. So we can clearly see here that it is written you are a minor. Why? Because the age is less than 20. It's less than 21. So, and the first condition says that if your age is greater than or equals to 21, you print the message you are a major. But since this first statement was not true, it now printed the second statement. Okay, so that is it for the if statement. Now we'll take another example where we'll use switch. Okay, and in this second example, we are going to ask the user to enter, for instance, a number. Okay, the user enters a number or a day as an integer. So I'll declare day as integer. So I'll declare day as integer. Then I will prompt the user to give me the day. So enter a day as a number. Okay, we believe that the days are going to be represented by Monday being the first day, that is 1 for Monday, 2 for Tuesday, and so on up to 7 for Sunday. Okay, so we use percentage D, comma, and then we put D. Okay, so we'll take in the day, and then from the day now we will know what to use. So now I'm going to erase this, and then I will now show you how to use switch. Okay, for the switch statement. So what we'll do is we'll call on switch, bracket open, we take our choice. Okay, when you enter the day, it comes in. Then now open close for the switch. So we'll say case. The first case is if day is equals to 1, what happens? We will print Monday. As simple as that. We print Monday. Okay. So after that we have break. Break is to stop, to halt. Okay. Now we'll do the same thing for the other days as digits. So I will paste day 2. If it enters the day is an integer 2, it will put Tuesday. Tuesday. It will print Tuesday. Let's move to the next case. Case 3. If you enter 3, it prints Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. We move to the next case. Case 4. Case 4 will be Thursday. Thursday. Okay, move on. We take the next case. If the case is 5, if you enter 5 integer, we'll have Friday. Okay, we move to the next case. Same thing. We have case 6, which is Saturday. And after Saturday, we have the last case, which is K7, and it's going to be Sunday. Okay, sorry, Sunday. So after all of this, if it happens that a student or a user enters something different from what we're expecting from 1 to 7, what do we say? We say default. You use default column, and then you just print a message saying wrong data entered. Simple as that. Wrong data entered. We are not going to use break here. Okay, so that is it. Now let's run our code and see how it looks like. Okay. This one. Okay, enter a number. I've entered 5, so I'm expecting Friday. Very good. So I'll run again and see what it's going to give for day 7, which is Sunday. Okay, if I enter 7, voila, Sunday. So it works. So that is it about selection control structures. Please, if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. I'll answer to all your questions in the comment section. Okay, so thank you very much for your time, and see you in our next class. God bless you.